An Excel file, Control N. You see this is a new Excel file. From 2007 onwards, this is a look and feel. What I mean by look and feel, if you click on this home ribbon related groups, it will show clipboard group, font group, alignment group. If I click on the insert ribbon related groups like table group, illustrations, add-ins, and so on. If I go to home ribbon again, in this font name, font size, subgroups of it, the features in it. Earlier version before 2007, it not used to be look like this. It used to be all the menu base. Probably you might saw in our schooling or so. So if you click on that file, it will open all the menus. From there you can select the save as, and so on. Very old version. Microsoft give the support to least version is 97 2003. Before 97 2003 also there are many, but they don't give the support. They give the minimum support to this very old version of Excel. From 2007 onward, the number of rows, number of columns drastically increase. If you see here in Excel again, the number, these are the rows like row 1, row 2, row 3, and so on, right? These are the rows, horizontal. Columns represent like column A, column B, column C, and so on. Columns like number of rows are, if I press control down arrow, it will show that 10 lakhs 48,576. Otherwise, you can say 2 to the power of 20 is 10 lakhs 48,576. Those many rows we have. How many columns we have? Like XFD. Earlier it was used to only 256 columns. If you consider A as a 1, B as a 2, we used to have only that 256 column. From 2007 onwards, it is changed to 16,384. You see here, if A is a 1, B is a 2, and so on, that Z is a 26. This AA is a, again sequence 27, 28, and so on. The last column is a XFD. If A is a 1, B is a 2, then XFD column is a 16,384. That's what I tried to tell you here. 97 2003 old version 65,536 rows only. Columns were 256 and column name was IB. Whereas from 2007 the number of rows, number of columns increased drastically. Whether it is a 7, 10, 13, 16, even 19. I forget to write 19, but 19 also number of rows, number of columns are same. You see here, just read this sentence. How big is Excel spreadsheet? Just will try to find out. Let's say you need to enter some text in each cell of a whole worksheet. In one worksheet, I want to enter some text. It can be anything. I want to write India. I want to write US. It can be anything. Some text I want to write. Assumption here is it will take 1 second for each entry. I'm taking one to enter one value, let's say India. I'm taking 1 second in one cell. So how much time it will take to enter whole worksheet? So what I mean here, I want to enter something India, which is 1 second. I want to enter hello here, hi here, like this something or other. So if I keep entering some values in whole sheet, how much time it takes? So that calculation will be whatever the number of cells we have in the sheet, those many seconds. Correct? Because we are, our assumption is one cell, 1 second. So how many cells are there? Those many seconds. So how many cells we have? We have 10 lakhs 48,576 into number of columns are 16,384. Enter. You see something big number. It is 1,700 crores. Those many cells we have, those many seconds it will take. So nothing but it will take huge time. How much huge it is? If you guess, a big number. So due to time constraint, again I'll show you the answer. It will take to enter in one sheet 545 years. Yes, trust me. Practically it is not possible. Just to show you how big is Excel spreadsheet, I given this example. And moreover, this we are talking about the only one sheet. How many sheets we can insert? We can insert the second sheet, we can insert the third sheet, and there are many. There is no limit. Before 2007 version of Excel, there was limit to 54 sheets, but from 2007 onwards, there is no limit. It depends on your RAM size. I used to work with the 500 sheets within the one workbook. So let me go through this Excel file format, then we'll get into practical one. So last theory test. This is also one of the very important topics. So that's the reason I'm taking this theory part. What are the different Excel file formats? File format means extensions, right? What are the different extensions we know? So what we have, there are 25 plus extensions. The default one is XLSX. This extension is default one from 2007 is a XLSX. Old version, it used to be XLS. What is the difference between XLS and XLSXS? In XLS, you can show the data, but not and also macros. Data you can store and also macros. XLS old version means that 97 2003. In the 97 2003, the number of rows were limited. The 65,536 and 256 columns only. Whereas from 2007 onwards, if you are using 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, any of them, that XLSX is a default and you can store only data but not macros. Hey, what is this? Like in the old version, that 97 2003 itself, of course, I can store less data, but I can store the macros also. Again, you may be having the doubt what is the macros? Macro means some automation. That's what you assume. Within Excel, we can do some automation. I'll give you at the end of the session the example related to macros. So, however, you see now, like for as of now, you assume that macros means some automation that can be written within the Excel, that code. So this XLS file, it can store the data and also macros, whereas .xlsx can store, this is the default from 2007 onwards, and it can store only data but not macros. So you might be thinking, hey, 2007 is the latest. I mean, latest in the sense when I compare with the old one 97 2003, that is a new one. So why it is XLSX cannot store the macros? In simple words, I'll say security reasons. In some companies or some colleges, um, they don't allow the smartphone. What is the reason? For data security. In the office, they don't allow the mobile because say data security. There is a healthcare data. They don't want to allow any employee to take that advantage. So no other issues. So that is the reason they don't allow. Similarly, if you have the macros, there are chances of having the virus. If you receive some file from the unknown person without knowing, if you open that file, if it is having some virus in that macro, that will harm to your system, your data. So to avoid such, like Microsoft made .xlsx as a default, where you can store the huge data, the 10 lakhs 48,576 rows and 16,384 columns, but whereas macros cannot be done here. Macros cannot be stored in the .xlsx. Nothing but if you receive some file from the unknown person, if it is a .xlsx extension, you can open without fear. If it is a .xlsm, no, I need to work with the macros. I want to automate all my reports. Let's say college example I'll give. We conducted this 5 days workshop webinar. People who were attended all these 5 days, we want to give a certificate to them. So we need to generate like let's say 500 members joined in this webinar. So I need to generate 500 certificates to them. Manually creating, if I ask my designer to do it, it will take a lot of time, probably 1 week. But this can be done within 10 minutes if you automate it. If time permits, I'll show you that example also. I conduct many trainings. So people who are attended our trainings, like I'll give the certificates to them. I don't do that. I don't take my designer help. Only one time I took the designer help to create the structure of that certificate. Later, going forward, my macro, my code, that Excel itself will help me to create all the 500 certificates in no time. In just 10 minutes, it will be done. So that is called automation. So if I want to store that macros, then I will save that file in the Excel SM. It can store the data and also macros. So fine, that is a .xlsm. Based on your requirement, you need to pick the appropriate one. Let's say Excel binary workbook. There is another extension called XLSB. Let's say your file size is very huge. Let's say 20 MB. 20 MB is a big file size. I want to reduce the file size. I don't want to remove the data from it. I want to reduce the file size from it. I want to reduce the file size. So what do you do? Like the first uh, simple and powerful trick, I'll say that save that file from .xlsx or .xlsm to .xlsb. Save as .xlsb and see the difference. Earlier it was 20 MB. After changing it, it might be 11 MB or 12 MB or 10 MB. Nothing but for some 40 to 50% of the file size will reduce based on the data. So definitely it will reduce. If you want to see the difference, take some big file size, at least 2 MB file size. You take it and save it in the .xlsb and see the difference within few seconds. So that is the power of the .xlsb. .xlsb can contain the data, same number of rows, number of columns as a .xlsx, and it can store the macros as well. It can store the macros as well, just like a XLSM. And if you want to make it something standardized template, then we need to use the Excel TX. T stands for template, so that no one can edit that one. That will be final template. So that is what these are the frequently used Excel extensions. Okay, fine. So let me tell you object model of Excel. This object model of Excel word might be the something new, but actually this object model of Excel practically we know. So there is something called Excel application. Within Excel application, we have the workbook. Within workbook, we have the worksheets. Correct? Within worksheet, what we have? Everyone says cells. Apart from cells, we also have the tables like what do you call the charts, shapes, images. All these are the part of the worksheet. Worksheet is a part of the workbook. Workbook is a part of the Excel application. So it is called as the object model of Excel. Common interview question also people ask, what is the object model of Excel? Then we need to tell this hierarchy. Fine. So this is a file which we are going to work, data skills Excel webinar July 2nd. This is our workbook name. And here the start sheet, that first sheet is called as a start sheet. Here some buttons are here. Once you click on it, it will navigate to that sheet, that about Excel sheet. If I want to come back to that index sheet, that first sheet, let's say in our books in college, like that books will have start page as an index, right? So it is online learning now. So I want to move to the, this is, I call it as a first lesson, second lesson, third lesson. I can easily navigate. If I click on it, it will navigate to that sheet. And no, I want to come back to the starting sheet, come back by clicking on the home ribbon. So this simple stuff for easy navigation, I have done it. I can show you if you are interested, like how to create that links. So fine. So if you see this about Excel, this Excel is a spreadsheet application. Similar to Excel, there are many spreadsheet applications are available. The first spreadsheet application was VisiCalc in 1978. It is found by Dan Bracklin and Bob Frankston. They are the founders of the spreadsheet. If you want to see that how it look like, you can click on this link. You can see it, but it won't be this beautiful. It will be limited rows, limited columns. Later, SuperCalc was a popular one. And in 1980s, most popular one was Lotus 123. Lotus 123 is a spreadsheet application which is developed by IBM in 1983. In 1980s, like that was very famous. Later, like Microsoft coming into picture, the spreadsheet application, so they released something called Multiplan in 1982. But that Multiplan was flop for some reason. There was something called R1C1 reference style. Due to that, it is failed. Later, after 3 years, they come back. In 1985, they come back with something called Excel. They renamed Multiplan as Excel, and here it is 1985. So from there, from them, from 1985, they keep releasing every now and then new versions. Within the new versions, new features. So simply, I'll tell you one trick. Like from 2007 onwards, every 3 years, new version. 7 plus 10, 3. 2010, 2010 plus 3, 2013, 2013 plus 3, 16 and 19. So probably we can expect 2022 next year, new version. So don't get confused with the MS Office version with the Windows version. Windows, that is a Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10. Recently, Windows 11 also introduced. Mine is Windows 10. So fine. After this, like about Excel, I'll go back. So that most popular thing everywhere people use a shortcut key is a copy paste. I think most of you are aware about the copy paste. However, in this training, I'll try to show you some copy paste related techniques. So here you see, I'll take a copy of this cell, Control C. I'll select all the cells, I do Control B. Control C, copy and paste. When I copy this, like you see here, what are the properties of this cell that is applied into this destination cells. I call this as a source cell, this as a destination cells. Copy it and paste it. Done. That's okay. But this time I want to paste only values here. What I mean, this is the data. This data is having this cell is having the value called Excel is magic. That is a value. Value doesn't mean only money. Value can be text also. So you see here, Excel is magic. This cell I copied. I select all the cells, right click, paste special, paste special. So you see one more time I'll do. I taken a copy, select the destination cells, just right click. Once you right click, you see something called paste special. Once you right click, once you click on the paste special, it is showing many options here, all formulas, values, formats, and so on. I click on the values because we want to paste only values in this destination cells. What we copied this cell, right? If I click on this values and click OK, it is pasted only values. If I want to paste formatting only, nothing but what is this formatting? That background color yellow, text color red, and some comment called h2. That's what I want. So select that destination cell, right click, paste special, format, comments. Sorry, it is formats, right? I'll select the formats. I want only format. Comments and notes is something different. Click OK. It is pasted only formatting. That background color yellow, text color red. It is not showing the red color because there is no text here. But I want this comment on hover of it. It is showing some comment. Same comment I want to show it here. Select them. Right click, paste special, and comments and notes. Click OK. It is pasted. Like this it works. Let's say here we have the 1000 and 2000. I want to sum it equal to sum of these two. Enter. It is giving the 3000. Nothing but in other words, what we are doing is sum of about two cells. If you take a copy of it, give me a second. I'll make it blue. I'll take a copy of it. If I come to this place, if I do Control V, this cell is having the formula, right? It will paste the formula here, and also it will paste the yellow color. It is pasting the formula of summing that about two cells, well and good, but it is giving that this yellow also. No, I don't want that yellow. Only formula should be copied here. So in such case, Control Z. Like I taken a copy of this cell, I'll come to this destination cell, right click, paste special, and here you say that only paste formulas only. Don't paste all. If you paste all, it will paste the formula and also it will paste the formatting, everything. No, I want to paste only formulas. So you see the blue here, click OK. The blue become blue only. It is not changed to yellow, and it is showing the formula. What is the formula? About to sell summit. So that's what it is showing. So that's okay. This time I have some salaries of my employees, and this is the increment which I want to give to my each employee. Not increment, I'll call it as a bonus. I want to give the bonus. Now I want to know what is the net salary. In general, what do you do? You'll write net salary here. You write equal to this plus this. Agree? So all of us know this. 1,10,000 plus 10,000 is a 1,20,000, and you'll drag it down. But I'm saying that hey, please don't use this. Control D. I removed. This 10,000 should be added directly here. Nothing but it should show 1,10,000 after adding it, and this should show 1,10,000 and so on. So what you do is you take you select all the cells that the bonus which you want to add it to the salaries. Take a selection, do copy, Control C. Now you select all the cells, or any one of them is fine. Not any one of them. The top one. Right click, paste special, and here you say operation. You select that operation called the option called operation. Here it is showing that none. Operation means mathematical operation. That I want to select the add. So as we copied all this bonus, now we are going to add now. So this 10,000 will be added to this 1,10,000. This 5,000 will be added to 1,05,000 and respectively. Click OK. Yes, it is added and showing the answer. But I don't suggest to use this option because this is a dangerous one. Why dangerous? You copied and done, but you forgot that you already copied this data, this 10,000, 5,000 and all here. So one more time you're doing it, paste special and add, you click OK. So if you are a just employee, like you don't have any problem, but person who is paying it, that's where the problem. So accountant, if you do the error, so it will be error to the uh, total mess up it is. So not only add, right click, paste special, you can also do the subtract or multiply,
Sir,
divide or whatever. Yes, please.
sorry for the intervention, sir. Sir, can you
No,
show PPT, sir?
yes, sure.
PPT is not visible, sir. Yes.
How about now?
No, sir.
No, not yet. Okay, let me share once again. Uh,
Okay.
is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any question in this?
No, sir. No.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So see this. I have some data here now. These employee names, their designation, and basic salary. Here I have in vertical 3 columns. Instead of 3 columns like this, I want to see it in the horizontal. All employee names. Then below to that next row should be designation, and third row should be like basic salary. If that is the case, select this whole data, copy it, Control C, copy. You click anywhere. You click anywhere. You can click anywhere. You need not to select that multiple cells. You click anywhere. Admin team, please check it in the lobby. It's saying that people are waiting in the lobby. Please check it if someone is waiting outside. Right click, paste special.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So once you take a copy and paste special again, there is option called transpose. Transpose means vertical to horizontal. So I'll select that option called transpose, which will make vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical, vice versa. Click OK. You see this, all these names are horizontal now. Otherwise, this horizontal data, you can make it as a vertical. You take a copy, you go to any cell, paste special, and you can click on the transpose, click OK, it will show like this. I have some data here now. I'll take a copy. I want to make it as a picture. You click anywhere. If you want to take a picture of the data, you go to home ribbon. In the paste special, actually, right click paste special. You don't have the paste as a picture option. You don't find it here. That option, you'll find it in the drop down other paste options. Actually, this paste special means it will give the same this dialog box. Now I'll click here again, other paste options. Here there is an option called picture. You see this picture icon, nothing but you can paste as a picture. I click on it. Here it is showing that this as a picture. Here this name Anusha, I want to change it to some other name. I change it to Rajesh Nair and manager something, and I change that number, but it is not updated here. It is still showing the Anusha. No, we don't want this. As and when I change it, that should be reflected here as well. In such case, you do this, you take a copy of it, Control C, you click anywhere. One more time, you come here, and instead of just picture, beside to it, there is a linked picture. As name itself says, linked picture. You click on that linked picture. Now here you see you move here and there. Yes, it is moving. This one is also moving, but this one is a linked picture. Because of that reason, like even if you change that number, I'll change it to all the 6. It is got updated. Correct. I'll change it to senior manager. It is got updated. You see here, but not updated here because this is a linked picture, but this is not a linked picture. And this one, you take a copy and open your WhatsApp and paste it over there. WhatsApp can understand the pictures better than the text, so you copy paste, it will keep the same formatting. So many companies nowadays using the WhatsApp groups. Many colleges are using WhatsApp groups to inform to their students, inform to their team. I have some data here, ABC, then E, F, G, and H. So something like this I have. I want to append all of them here. Nothing but ABC, then D, E, F, G, H, like that. In general, what we do, we'll take a copy, we'll paste it here, then we'll take a copy, again copy it. You go here below to the C, paste it. So what happens? This is one range, this is another range. 2 times we copy it, 2 times we paste it. Instead of doing that old method, you can do another way. So you open this in home ribbon, this clipboard. Here is an arrow mark. Click on that arrow mark. Some clipboard will come here. This actually you can move here and there, anywhere you can move. So right now that clipboard is empty, it's saying. You select this range, you copy it. That is what it is showing. Don't paste anywhere now. You take another range also, take a copy. The two copies are here, ABC and DEFGH. That's what it is showing. You click anywhere and click on paste all. It is pasted all at a time. So if you have multiple ranges also, you can paste all of them. Otherwise, no, I want to paste only this DFGH. Go here, click on this paste. It will paste it. If you want to delete, click on delete. Clear all, it will clear all and close. That's how the clipboard works. I think I'm going little fast. If you're unable to understand, please let me know. I can slow down. My intention here is I want to show many things in this short period so that you can use it in the real time. I have something here, some text. I want to cut this. I want to paste only formatting. That is not possible. If you cut, you can have only option called paste only. You see this? It is showing only paste. Earlier, there was so many other options it was showing. That paste which will also disable, because if you cut something, you have only option called paste. There is no other option. Pasting only values, paste only formats like that. No, no, no. Control X, Control B. For cut, you have only you don't have the paste special option, you have only paste option. So this is also one of the interview question. So fine. Here I have some text. I like this formatting. Let's say wherever you see these colors, this yellow, green, this one, all the places I want to apply the same formatting as this. So in that case, one way is take a copy of it, select this cells, right click, paste special, apply the formatting, click OK. This is the one way. No, Control Z. No, instead of that, you can also use something called Format Painter. It will apply the formatting to the cells. It is a painter. Painter of what? Formatting. So I'll click on it. That brush is coming. That nothing but Format Painter brush. So you select it. It is applied. Oh, but it is gone. That brush is gone. Nothing but if you want again this formatting to other cells, again you need to click. Again click here. It is gone again. Again go back here and apply the formatting. Instead of doing this multiple times again and again, you see this. You go to the source cell where you like the formatting, and the same formatting you want to apply to all this place, non-continuous different ranges. Double click on it. Double click on this format painter. Now select this. That brush never ends. Not only this sheet, you can go to some other sheet. You can apply here whatever you want. So that's how that format painter can be applied in the multiple ranges. But once you're done, either click on this again, otherwise click on the escape. Anything is fine. So fine. Here, few quick things. These things actually you know, but however I'll try to show something new in it. Any cell you take it, by default it will be Calibri. That font name is Calibri. But instead of Calibri, I want to change it to Arial. If you want to change it to Arial, you can go here. You can click on the drop down. There are hundreds of font names are available. You can apply whichever you want. You see this based on my selection, that preview it is showing it, that preview. You can apply whichever you want, but I want something Arial, which will be in ascending order, like you can see that in the A place. But instead of searching like this, you can type it ARI. Oh, once I type the few letters, it is showing this Arial. Yes, this is the one which I am looking for. Enter. Yes, it is applied the Arial. And the size this time I want to change the font size to 17. By default, any cell size font size is 11. Instead of that, I want to change it to 17. You go here, 11 you'll find the 12, 14, but there is no 17. Here is a 16 and here is a 18, but there is no 17. So no problem. You type the 17. Enter. Yes, it will be applied. Even 17.5 also it is applied. And if you want to increase more, you can go here and you can change it. Otherwise, this is a duplicate. Like you can increase. This is getting updated. You see that? Decrease. You will get decrease. But I want 17. Enter. make them bold. If you want to make them bold, select them and click on the Control B. On hover of it, you can see that Control B is a shortcut. Click on it. Otherwise, if you want to make it italic, select them and make it italic. Control I. I'll be sharing this all the shortcut keys file. However, I told you that I'll be sharing some trick so that you can apply any shortcut using the using that technique. So for example, I need to apply the underline in this cells. For this cells, I want to make it underline. But actually, I need to click on this so that it will apply the underline. I know that this underline is sitting in the home ribbon. If you know this much is enough. Then what is the trick we need to use is click the Alt. Just click on the Alt. Remember, once again, I'm explaining, we need to apply the underline here for the cells. Right now, there is no underline. Once I select the cells, what you do is click on the Alt. Just click on the Alt. Once I click on the Alt, what do you observe here? All these ribbons, we call it is home ribbon, insert ribbon, draw ribbon, and so on. We need to go to home ribbon. Why home ribbon? Why not insert ribbon? Because in the home ribbon only we have the underline related option. That is the reason I need to go to home ribbon. Let me click on the H. Already I clicked on the Alt. I remove the hand from it. Now my hands are free. Now I'll click on the H. Why H? Because we need to go to home ribbon. Let me click on the H and again come back from the H ribbon. Nothing but once you click on H, home ribbon related options only showing now. Insert ribbon or other ribbons options disabled because you already choose a home ribbon. In this home ribbon, what? Do you want to make it bold or italic or change the background color or text color, borders? What do you want? We want underline. For underline, that number is showing as a 3. So let me click on the 3. Once I click on the 3, oh, there is underline. There are two options. Which one you want? Like underline or double underline. I want blue color shade. Which blue? Is it dark blue or light blue? Or whatever the other shades, right? So here for underline, we have the only two options, underline and double underline. I'll select this single underline, enter. Using the navigation key I selected. Actually, for underline it is U, for double underline D, something it was showing. You can click on the that letter also. This way you can apply any shortcut. Thousands of shortcuts can be applied with this Alt. Okay, just for your practice, let's say I want to apply the borders. I want to apply the borders, all borders I want to apply. In general, what I do, I select the cells, I'll go here, I click on the all borders like this with the mouse. No, I don't want to use my mouse. I want to use with the shortcut keys only. So what we need to do, press Alt. Once I press the Alt, that home ribbon is showing as H. We need to go to H, that home ribbon only, because that borders are sitting in the, that borders related option is sitting in the home ribbon. If it is something inserting the pivot table, that you need to know that it is in the insert ribbon. So this time I'll click on the H again. So in this home ribbon, what we need to do, we need to select that B, because borders, it is showing the B here. You see here, it is showing the B for the borders. So I'll click on the B. Once I click on the B, using the shortcut key, it is showing many options. Do you want bottom border or top border or left border and so on? But I want all borders. I don't want to use with the my mouse. I'll click on the A. A means all borders. It is showing that letter, correct? So that is the reason I'm clicking on the A. Yes, it is applied the all borders. But actually I want all borders. It should be thick in size. Right now this black color is not in thick. It is light, thin it is. But I want to make it thick and also red color border it should be. In such case, you see this. I'll press Alt H B for line color. You see here, you come here, you select this red color. Once I select the red color, some pencil is coming. You need to draw like this. Oh, if there are 100 cells, 100 into 4 sides, 400 times I need to click like this. We don't have that much patience. So what do you do once that pencil comes? Don't worry, you click on escape and click on this all borders once again. So it is applied all borders in the red color. But however, I want that the size should be thick. So once again, you go here and line style. Right now it is a straight line like this, thin it is, but I'll take this thicker one. So again, pencil is coming. You need not to draw like this once again. Instead, click on the escape, Alt H B A for all borders. This is how you can apply any shortcut. I hope you understood. There are a couple of small things here. changing the background color. I think all of us know how to change the background color. You see here, there are many background colors here. On hover of it, it's showing the preview. If you like it, you can go with it. But you're not satisfied with these colors. You want to create your own color. Lakhs of different colors we can create. Yes, I mean it. So how to create that lakhs of different colors is go to more colors, go to custom. Here, this RGB. Let's say I'll give the 0 here, 100 here, and 20 here. With the RGB, it is going to give me this shade, that green, some dark green shade, something. Currently, this is a white now. If you click OK, it is going to apply this color. The preview it is showing already. Click OK. Yes, I like it. I applied. But no, this has become more dark. I want to reduce something. Like I'll go here, more colors. You change the RGB of it. So you can play with this RGB. So you can within this green, right? Like a light green, something we want. So if you see here, this is a darker one. And if I apply this light green, we need to play like this, like a, this is something lighter green. By changing here also that RGBs are getting changed. Either you can write it or you can change from here. So I said lakhs of different colors you can create. How? Check out, first of all, I'll try to give the 300. It's saying that the measurement must be between 0 to 255. Nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, like the total 256 numbers only allowed in this cell. So let it be like this. I'll click cancel. So how many colors we can create? Equal to 256 into 256 into 256, because RGB, enter. I want, like, this is confusing me, like whether it is a 16 crores or 16 lakhs. I want to read it properly. Let me put the comma, and once I put the comma, it is showing some accounting format, and also it is showing the .00. No, I want to decrease the 00, the decimal points. I'll decrease it like this. Now you can see this 1 crore 67 lakhs. I kept it in silent mode, still it is. I'll turn off my mobile. Sorry for this. Hello? Can you hear me? I think there was some disconnect in between.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So that is about that simple thing, that copy and paste. But however, like I'll try to show you a few more things here now. So there is something called data types. Let me quickly talk about the data types. If I enter something text, some college I enter, it is showing the left align. Any text you type, it by default it is left align. So we are talking the topic called data types default alignment. College, the text it will be left align. If I enter some number 1, 2, 3, it will be right align. Numbers will be always right align. If I write that alphanumeric college 1, 2, 3, then it will be still it is left align because it is alphanumeric. 1729, that is a number, it will be right align. So that's okay. Text will be left align, numbers will be right align. Dates, where it is going to align. Let's say I'm going to enter today's date. Once I enter, it is not left, it is not right, it is not middle, it is the right only. The date also right align only. Why it is going to show me right align is, we'll try to see this here. The dates are serial numbers, sequential serial numbers. What I mean by sequential serial number? So let me show you here. Excel dates are sequential serial numbers. That date starts from the 11100. So what you need to understand is that 11100 is a serial number 1. Next day 12100 is a serial number 2, and so on. If you count that way, today's date is also one serial number. If you really want to know what is the serial number, you need not to count from this date to today's date to know it. Simple way is You enter the date, you go here, you change it to number format. Otherwise, general also fine. Once I change it to general format, you see that 44,379 it is showing. What do you mean by this? 44,379. It is a sequential serial number from the day one. So Control Z. So because dates are serial numbers, that is the reason it is a right align. If I enter any date, let's say I'll enter tomorrow's date. If I'm going to enter tomorrow's date, 3rd, July 3rd. Give me a second. July 3rd I entered. But if I change it to number format, you see that 44,380. Earlier 44,379. Now it is a 44,380. Reason? It is 1 day increase like this. So all the rates are serial numbers. Not only date, time is also a serial number. For example, if I enter current time or 12:04, 12:04 now, right? So that whole day, nothing but the 24 hours, that 1 day is equivalent to 1. The 24 hours is equivalent to 1. Now we are today, afternoon we are in. So afternoon 12 o'clock means 0.5. If the total 24 hours if it is equal to 1, 12 hours will be obviously 0.5. So it is not exactly 0.5 because 12:04 now. Correct? If you want to see that number, I'll go here. I click on the general again. Once I change it, can you see that 0.502777 and so on? Nothing but that is a 4 minutes and all. Hope you understood. Otherwise, if you want to give a try, you try this. You enter sometime like morning 6 o'clock. How do you enter the 6 o'clock? Morning 6 means 06. That is the hours colon 0 minutes colon 0 seconds AM. Enter. This is how you will enter the time, hours colon minutes colon seconds, then after that AM or PM. So if I change it to number format, you see that 0.25. Control Z, it is a 6 AM. So all the dates and time will be by default right aligned like this. What is a logical output? What is a logical output means equal to, I'll ask, is that 1000 is greater than 500? Yes, it is. It will give the logical output, that boolean value called true. If I write 10 equal to 20, which is a false, it will give the false. The true and false will be by default middle align. So if I have 100 divided by 0, 100 divided by 25 if I have, it will give the 4. But if I have 100 divided by 0, denominator cannot be a 0. If the denominator is 0, answer is, in general terminology we call it as a like a infinite, right? Cannot be divided with that number. So here in Excel we call it as a divisible by 0 error. That's what it is showing here, divisible by 0 error. So all the errors where it is aligned, middle align. We are talking about the alignment, right? So all the errors and logical output will be middle align. All the numbers will be right align, and also date and time also right align. Whereas text will be left align. So what is the need of knowing this alignment is, for example, I'll show you this good example. So here someone entered 12, 25, 20, 21, and another person entered 25, 12, 20, 21, same date. Both look like a dates. These both, this is a yellow color, this is a sorry green, and another one is yellow. Which one is correct date? Are they both of them? Are any one of them? Or none of them? What do you think? Okay, it is muted, right? Fine. So you see here, only this date is a correct date, but not this. Why? By seeing itself, I can tell that this is a correct date. Reason is, we said that if it is a date or time, by default it will be right aligned. If it is not right aligned, if it is a left aligned like this, it means that it is not a date. The numbers are same. Only I interchange that month and date. Why it is not taking as a date? So why it is taking as a text? Text will be left aligned. That's what it is doing. So you need to understand that my system format is MMDDYY. July, that is a month, then after the date, then after that year. So my system format is MMDDYY, but your system format my system format is MMDDYY. I need to enter in the MMDDYY format. If I enter anytime reverse of it, DDMMYY or YYMMDD something, it won't consider as a date at all. So that's where the problem. So I'm not telling that always enter in the MMDDYY. I'm saying that whatever the system format of your system, you apply in that format. You apply it in it. So my system is MMDDYY. I enter the date in the MMDDYY. If you enter proper dates, you can do calculation. If the dates are not properly entered, then you cannot do any date related calculation on this. So that is about the data types. Let me quickly get into another interesting topic called flash fill. This is very simple but powerful. I have some names here, all that names, employee names. I want to get their all their first names, all their last names. If you want to get their first name, what do? You'll write the Swati. Oh, this Swati is, I want to write it in the proper case. SWATHI, enter. And I need to enter this Prakash as a first name, Rajesh is the first name, and so on. I don't know the formulas. Instead of formulas, I want to, without formulas, actually, this can be done with the formulas also. But let's assume we don't know the formulas. But I want to enter all these names. There are thousands of names like this, not just 10. So you may have the thousands of cells you cannot enter manually. So you give only one example, then ask the Excel that please fill the remaining one. How do you ask? You given the first example, right? Then after that, you need to ask Excel that please fill it remaining one with the example which I given. So what you need to do is you need to use a shortcut key called Control E. Control E is a shortcut key for flash fill. What do you mean by flash fill? It will understand the pattern which you given and will see the data in the beside to it. Beside means left side or right side, and it will try to fill the pattern, whatever the pattern you given, it will try to fill the same pattern in the below cells also. You need to simply press Control E. Once I press Control E, hey, you see here it is done. It is giving Prakash, Rajesh, Girish, and so on. All that names. Let's say I'll write one more time. This time we want last name. I'll write that Matam, enter. Once I press Control E, it is filled all of them here in the same proper case. We given here proper case, so here also it is all proper case. Only Control E I use. One more example I'll give. Let's say we have some paths, URLs. It is not URL, path, that folder path or file path, whatever. So let's say you want all that last names, last word, last backward slash after whatever you have, that we want. And here we have the 4 backward slash, here we have the 4, I think here we have 6 or 7. So we want some product block, we want my picks, we want this Excel material, and so on. So what do you write? You write this some product block, enter, Control E. It is filled that my picks, Excel material, and so on, all of them here like this. Really quick. Here all the website names we have. We need to get only website name. That name only, not www dot and so on. So what do you write? You give only one example, data skills, enter, Control E, done. Similarly, by always text like this, it can be dates also. Let's say you want to pull only year from it. Here is a 2020, here is a 2019, or again 2020. It can be anything. It can be 2019. It can be anything. I want to get all the years here. So what do you write? You give one example as 2020. Enter. Control E. Yes, it has filled all the remaining years here. But one limitation you observe, like this 2020, I'll change it to 2017 here. Enter. It is not change it to 2017 because this is not a formula. This is a static one feature. If you want to get the latest one after updating the data here, you need to press the Control E one more time. Remove them. Press Control E. It is fill all of them like this. So this is what flash fill. Flash fill is a new from 2013 version of Excel. Let me take another example called fill series. Fill series, filling the series numbers like this. Okay, what I mean by fill series, I'll explain you. I want, let's say, for example, I want 1 to 20. 1 to 20 I want. So like this, 1 to 20. This is the answer I'm looking for. So in general, what do you do, guys? I'll write 1. You will drag it down. It is giving all ones only. No. Some people do this little way. Like they'll write 2, then they'll select this 1 and 2, then drag it down. This is the way some people do. Oh, we dragged it. We want to up to 20 only, but it is giving the more numbers because I drag more cells. You will remove like this. Instead of doing like this, if it is a small numbers, you can drag it, you can delete it, that extra and all, fine. But what if you want 1 to 10,000 or 10 to 10,000, let's say 10 to 10,000 I want. So first you write the 10, enter. After enter, go back to the starting cell, and now you use a shortcut key called Alt EIS. Remember, whenever you're using the Alt shortcuts, you need to use one after the other, not all at a time. Alt EIS. Be in the start cell, press Alt, remove the hand from the Alt, then E, then I, then yes. One after the other. You see that series, this fill series dialog box it is showing. Understand the concept here. Series in. Do you want to fill it in the row wise or column wise? You want to fill it in the column wise. So that is the reason you select the columns. By default it is a rows, but select the columns and step value. Step value means what? Increment value. That increment value should be 1. That is the default. Let it be. Because after 10 we want 11. So then we need to incremental by 1, right? That's the reason 1 I written. And stop value is what? Up to 10,000. If you want 10 lakhs, you write the 10 lakhs, but don't write the 11 lakhs because we have the number of rows at up to 10 lakhs 48,576 only. So I'll write the 10,000 here. I click OK. You see this 10, 11, 12, and so on up to 10,000. Exactly, it is given. No more, no less. Earlier, I used to drag it, but whenever I drag it, I'll end up by dragging more cells or less cells. But this one looks good. So you can try this later. 155 to 7777. This time I want even numbers. Even numbers, how do you get? Like I want 2, starting from 2, then next even number is 4, then 6, and so on. So what do you do? Simply you write the 2, be in that cell, Alt IS, fill it in the column wise, and incremental is 2. And if you don't give the stop value, it won't know up to where we need to drag it. Correct? So that is the reason you need to give the stop value for sure. You write this 2000 here and enter. It is giving all the 2 to 2000, all the even numbers 2, 4, 6, and so on. If you want whole numbers from minus multiple of 10, if you want multiple of 10 means 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. You write the 10, enter, and you drag the cells. You select that cells, multiple cells. You select it. I selected that multiple cells, column wise. I press Alt IS. Oh, it series in every time it was showing the default one is rows, but this time it is showing as a columns. That's great. It understood that you want to fill it in the column wise. That's the reason it is selected. Earlier, why it is showing you only rows? Because that is the default and you selected only one cell. But now you selected multiple cells column wise, so it understood that you want to fill it in the column wise. That's great. Step value, nothing but increment value. We want 10, then next 20, then 30, and so on, right? So you incremental by 10. I written the step value as a 10, not because here is a 10, because we want increment to this number as a, this is starting number plus 10, that next number plus 10, and so on. Up to where you need not to give the stop value here because you selected the multiple cells. When you select the multiple cells, you need not to give the stop value. You need not to. Nothing but if you want, you can give it. It will stop there. But if you give the stop, if you don't give the stop value, and if you select the multiple cells, if you click OK, it will fill all of them till that selection. Like this, it works. So not only dates, not only numbers, you can also fill the dates as well. Let's say May 1st to 30th June 2021. I want to enter. So May 1st means May month, 5th month, and first date. May 1st I entered. Alt IS fill series date. It understood the date. Earlier it was showing the linear. Now it is showing the date. I want to fill it in the column wise. And incremental is day or weekday, month, year, all that 4 options it is showing. I'll select the day, nothing but day wise. It should be increment by 1 day. If you change it to 2 alternative days, it will give us. And stop value is what? 30th June minus DDM bye bye. So what do I need to give? Sorry, minus MMDD bye bye. 6th month, you write it first, then 30th date, then year 2021. If you don't give as per your system format, it won't work. It will throw the error. Click OK. You see that May 1st to 30th June, exactly all the dates it is given here now. I'll show you another topic. We are done with this about Excel copy paste, fill series, flash fill, and data types. Let me show you number format. I'll go to this number format. In this number format, you see here all the numbers I have. First thing is like any cell you take it, any cell you take by default it is a general format. Apart from general, in this number, this general, like you have the number, currency, accounting, date, short date, long date, time, and so on. Some couple of options will be available, so you can change according to your number format requirement. I have some numbers, and I already entered the numbers here, which are showing in the general. Let it be general. But if I want to change these numbers from general to number format, yes, you select them, go here and click on the number. Once I change it to number, you see that earlier it was a 10,000. Now it is showing as a 10,000.00. One important thing which you need to know is earlier it was a 10,000. Now it is showing as a 10,000.00, but actual value is still 10,000 only. You see that actual value in the formula bar. Why it is showing the 0.00? It is just formatting. It is just makeup, you can say. So actual value is same 10,000 only. Nothing but from general to number, or number to currency. If you change anything, it will still the actual value remain same. Only the formatting change. Let me show you one more example. I'll select all this cells. Right now it is in general. From general, let me change it to currency. That currency is showing the preview already. It is going to show me this dollar symbol 10,000. Why it is showing 10,000? Because this is a 10,000. First value is a 10,000. If it is a 20,000, it would have shown the 20,000 here. Let me click on this. You see here dollar symbol 10,000 comma 00 and so on. If you don't want to show the decimals here, you can decrease it. That comma is also coming. Why that comma? Only display it is. There is no comma actually in this 10,000. Earlier it was a 10,000 pure. Now also it is a 10,000 only. Only just that it is showing that comma, dollar symbol. There is no dollar symbol here. That is a just display. Understand that. So I'll select this one more time. Instead of currency this time, I'll change it to accounting. Once I change it to accounting, this currency and accounting, if you see here, both of them look like a same, but once you apply, you can see the change. This currency wala, it will be applied just beside to it. This accounting, that accounting symbol will be applied, that the currency symbol will be applied far from the number. Many accounting people like this accounting format than the currency, because readability wise, this looks better than the currency. Clear? Not right, fine. Now, I have some dates here now. I have all these dates. This date's already entered, but this is a really confusing me. Whether it is a December 2nd or February 12th. This is a confusion. So instead of that, what I do is I already taken a copy and pasted here. So what I'm going to do is, let me change this dates to instead of short date, change it to long date. If I'm change it to long date, it is giving the clarity, but more clarity. This much clarity I don't need. What I mean, it is showing the day name also. Actual requirement is I want to show the month short name, then date, then year. That's what my requirement. But it is showing the day name as well, that long date. So what you do is you take a copy of all these dates, you paste it here, and now you play with this dates. If it is entered correct dates, you can play with that dates, whatever the way you want to show, you can show it. You select all the dates, press Control 1. Once you press Control 1, it is take you to the format cells. In this format cells, date place, there are many options are available. If you like them, you can go with it, whatever you want. Whether you want to show that date, then sorry, month, then date, year, like you want to show like this, many options are available. You can go with it. Otherwise, go to this custom, remove whatever that existing one, remove this existing one, and you write yum m m. Once I write, oh, if I write one yum, it is showing the month name, that month name of this first cell, that month, month number is second, right? Second month, so it is writing the 2. If I write one more yum, it is showing the 02. If I write third yum, it is showing the month short name. If I write fourth yum, it is showing the that month full name. Remove this, 3 yums is enough, hyphen, hyphen, then you write this D, D. If I write 12, it is showing. If I write 2D's also, it will give the same 12 only, because that is a double digit number. Let's say instead of 12, if it is the ninth month, 1D it would have shown 9, 2D's it would have shown that 09. If I give 3D's now, the day short name is Monday, MON. If I give 4D's, Monday, but 2D is enough for me, and hyphen. Why always hyphen? If you want, you like space, you give the space, forward slash, backward slash, hyphen, and dot, comma, anything you can give it. Then y, that year, click OK. This is how it is showing it, that custom date format. Even though even though your system format is DDMMYY, you can show it as a MMDDYY. But mine is MMDDYY. I'm showing you the MMDDYY itself. However, I'm showing the month short name. If you have any date like this, you have all the same dates here. You can play with this. Press Control 1. If you want to show only year, you write Y. Enter all the year it is showing. If I press Control 1, if I go here, if I show only MMM, enter month short name JUL. If I want month and year, 4 M's and 3 Y's. 4 M's month full name it will give. 3 M's month short name. Like this, you play with it. So I have the 3 here, I have the 4 here. I want to do the sum equal to sum of these two. Enter. Instead of 7, it is giving the 6. Why? It is a 3 plus 4 simple one. Even my son can say that is answer 7. But why it is giving the 6? What is the problem with this Excel? No problem with Excel, only the formatting problem. Not exactly problem it is, just we apply the formatting here. If you go here, it is look like a 3, but it is not a 3. It is a 2.5. And here it look like a 4. It is not a 4, it is a 3.5. So 2.5 plus 3.5, obviously it is a 6. That's what it is showing. Nothing but when you actually the data was like this. The data was like this, 2.5 and 3.5. I just simply decrease the decimal. Now it is showing the 3 and 4 rounded, and it's showing the 4. But when you do the sum or average any calculation, instead of taking the 3 and 4 as a display value, no, whenever it is doing any calculation, it will take the actual value but not the display value. By not knowing this one, many finance people, like accounting people, so they spend a lot of time in my manual calculation doing something, and output wise it is showing something in Excel formulas. So we need to know that. And here you see this 250 and 350, nothing but this 3 into 100, but it is not 3, 2.5. 2.5 into 100, 250. 3.5 into 100, 350. That's how it is showing it. So that is about the custom number formatting. That number formatting, this one. Let's get into this find and select. Instead of giving the example in this place find and select, let me give real-time example which I did it only just 3-4 days back. Let me give that example. Our training is still 1 o'clock. I think usually it used to be 12:30, but this one will be till 1 o'clock. Please bear with me more half an hour. That file is getting open. this is someone's like supermarket data. It is like there is a like a Ratnadeep supermarket. Let's assume I changed the name actually. So they have their supermarket store in Begum Bazaar. This is one of the location in Hyderabad, and they also have in another location called Chudi Bazaar, and then Paradise, and RTC Colony, and so on. And in this location, they have the different codes and different description and so on. So this data they'll download from the some software. They need to drag it down like this till where like till this end of this record, not Chudi Bazaar one, like up to here, Control D. Again, this data they need to drag it down till here, and then they will drag this data. Otherwise, copy and paste this data, copy and paste this data, copy and paste. This may not be only one record. This one, this needs to fill it all this file. So they'll copy like this and select all the cells and paste it. Control V. Oh, this is taking a huge time. They have the very good number of records. Like oh, right now this is a 914 records. If that MIS guy if he's doing manually this much work, it will take long time to do all this. So instead of doing this method, don't do this method at all. This is what the data we have, right? What we can do is we can select this whole data from down to till up. All the selections I'm doing till up I'm selecting up to here. I selected all of them. So here all the data got selected, right? Now what you do is go to home ribbon. There is something called find and select. In this go to special, click on this go to special. Once you click on the go to special, click on the blanks, click OK. Once you click on the blanks, it is showing this way. It is showing all the blanks got selected. After selecting all these blanks, now what you need to do is you need to fill this blank cell with the above cell. This blank should fill it with the above cell. This blank should be filled with this above, and so on. So what I do is I'll write equal to, I click on the above arrow. Once I click on above arrow, then not just enter, remember, not enter, it is a control enter. Once I press control enter, it is fill it down all of them. You see this till down, it is filled properly. There is no extra things here. Correctly it is filled. If you remember this 202 alight, it needs to fill it in the next four. Yes, it is filled in the next four. This 902 needs to fill it only in the next cell. Yes, it is. And so on. 903 in the next cell, 903 and so on. Some people are waiting in the lobby, like please take care, admin team. So here, this is how we can do it quickly by using the option called go to special. So if you want to select all the formulas in a sheet, this is actually formula, this is a formula, this is a formula, this is a formula, and so on. So if you want to select all the formulas in a sheet, you click anywhere, let's say I'm in the blank cell, press go to this find and select and click on the go to special and say that formulas, nothing but we are going to select all the formulas. Earlier one I was selecting the blanks, this time I'm selecting the formulas. Click OK. Nothing but in this entire sheet, wherever the formulas are there, all the formula cells will be selected. Now you go here and change it to yellow. All the formula cells become yellow now. Otherwise, if you click on the delete, it will get deleted like this. Control Z, Control Z. Just taking some time. Yeah. This is the updated like this. This is well and good, looks good. If you see here something, there is 32B, 32C, some quantity numbers or some sizes, whatever you call it, that product related, some size. That's okay. So this numbers actually they are in horizontal. The data should not be horizontal. It should be in vertical. What exactly they do is after this filling like this, they'll take a copy of all this headers, take a copy, go to another sheet, they'll paste it. Then they'll come to this sheet one, They'll take a copy of this, Control C, come to the sheet 2, they'll paste it here. Then after pasting like this, what is the size? What are the different sizes they have? 32B, 32C, and so on, right? Like they'll take a copy of all this, but not the total, because the total column they don't need. First of all, let's delete this total column. I'll go here, delete it. Now you see here, they'll take a copy of all the size, take a copy, come back to sheet 2, in the size column, right click, paste special. Do you remember that horizontal data? If you want to make it vertical, they'll select this transpose, click OK. All the different sizes it is showing. This is for the Begum Bazaar MNT product. This is a description, and this is a black lava, this size. But with the same description, like we have the other size also, right? We need to drag this one till down. Okay, we dragged it, the different sizes of this product, it is showing it, that's okay. But where is the quantity? This number is nothing but quantity. 54 pieces we have, that 41 quantity they have, and so on. So again, they'll copy this data, Control C, come back here, paste special, transpose, enter, and here they call it as a quantity. So one record, they have done this much work. Later they'll go to another record like this, take a copy, come back here and paste it. Then what is the sizes? Like these are the same size, right? Take a copy and paste it. This is static. After that, they'll drag it down. Earlier black, now it is a Goa blue something. Now what is the quantity of it? Again, it is there in the sheet 1. You go here, copy it, and come back here, paste special, transpose, enter. Oh, this is really taking so much time. I cannot do this method. I cannot do this way. I'll close this. Instead of this, same thing, I have automated using the macro. So how it needs to be done, I mean, what I exactly have done, I'll show you now. Right now, there is no data find. You'll find it in the data sheet, and you don't find the any SAP updated data also. You don't find it, nothing. It is empty now. So they some macro code. I'm just trying to explain you what is a macro, what is the use of it. I shown you the use case. What scenario? I mean, what is the requirement? The data is when they download it from the some SAP data, SAP software. The data will comes like that, but that need to be updated into some other format. So in such case, how to download? I mean, how to work with it? I'm showing you now. Some macro code already written. So by using the macro, how it is going to automate our work, I'm going to show you now. So right now there is no data here, only start sheet, update, orders, format, macro. Some code is written. This is showing the hand symbol. Once you click on it, it will ask you that please select the order data file. Wherever it is, please select, whether it is in desktop or downloads or wherever it is, you select it. I'll click on this. I'll give the path, enter. In this path, that file is there. It can be any path. I select this path, and this is the raw data one. I click on here, click here. Once I click on this, it is doing some work internally, and it is going to give the output to us. Some coding is working on it. Like that's the reason showing that working progress. Please wait. They do this work 2 days. Now you see this. It is done. Raw data is formatted in the required format. Click OK. It is done. Now check out. Oh, this data is like this. This data actually it copied from that sheet, and here it is pasted, and it is giving in the required format, and that too in the headers formatted and all this colors and all. You see this 20 sizes. Then quantity of it, all this black. Then after that go and so on. You see some 18,261 records it is. If I do it manually, 18,261 records, I need to copy paste, drag down. Manual work it will take long time. But this took, I think, 1 minute or 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, right? So because of the automation, it is because of the some code. That code is also very simple code actually, but some practice required. You need to know about the coding, how to write it in Excel and so on. Hey, I don't know about the coding. I don't want to touch it. I'm a MB guy. I'm a BCom guy. I never heard about that coding. I don't want to get into it. Then still not a problem. There is something called Power Query. Learn that advanced techniques like Power Query. I'll show you right now how easily that is transformed into the required format by using the Power Query without writing any coding. That is a good part. So let me quickly show you now. I'll double click on it. Yeah. Here you see that sheet one, same data, whatever I shown you here, same data. You see here, like there is a last column called total. That total column they don't need it, and also they don't need the last row also 915, that 44,906, all that also not required. So what you need to do, we need to transform the data. This horizontal data needs to be transformed into vertical, and this needs to fill all the gaps and so on. So what you do here is you go to this data ribbon. Data ribbon, you might be using the simple stuff like data, text to columns or filters or sorting. Apart from that, there are many new awesome things are here. So that is called get and transform data. What do you mean by get and transform data? It means that get the data and transform the data as per your requirement. So it used to call earlier as a Power Query, later Microsoft changed as a get and transform data. So here, what you do is keep your cursor in the A1 and click on the from sheet. You want to get the data from this sheet. So that is the reason, click on the from sheet. Once you click on it, it will open in, it will create a table first. All this data will convert to table. Oh, my table has headers also, yes. Once you click OK, it is going to become a table. Once it is become a table, like it is taken a new window. It is showing the new window called Power Query Editor. So in this place, you see this location, code, description, color, size. These are the different values in it. So in this size, there is nothing in this entire column. You don't have anything here. If I go to location, we have a couple of locations. This store is located: Banjara Hills, Chudi Bazaar, Begum Bazaar, High Tech City, and so on. So that's okay. So there is in the size column there is nothing. I remove this. Right click and remove that. This Power Query, very simple. If you know the right click, you can do so many things. Right click and delete. Done. If I move right side, this total column also I don't need it. Right click and remove. Whatever you're doing, everything is getting recorded here. Removed columns. We removed this size column and also total column. That's what it is showing here. But you need not to worry about this. This is called as a Yum query, Yum language. That language you need not to worry. If you know the right click, you can do it. Wonders. So I'll go back. If you remember, that last row was also total. That total also we don't need it. So what I do is I'll click on this drop down where you see the option called remove bottom rows. If I click on this remove bottom rows, it is asking that remove bottom rows. You're going to do how many bottom rows? From bottom, how many rows we want to delete? Only one row. One, because the total was sitting in the last row, right? So bottom two, if you want to delete, say bottom two, but bottom one only we want to delete. Click OK. If you scroll down, you don't see that bottom row now, but I deleted. That's okay. It is saying that remove bottom rows. That's fine. Now, this data needs to fill down, this down, this down, this down, right? So what I do is I select all these three columns by holding the shift button. Like otherwise, you select this location column, hold the control, select this. Otherwise, hold the location and hold the shift button and select the description so that in between all the columns will be selected. In this case, there is only one column in between. So that's fine. Uh, be anywhere here in this header place, right click, fill down. When I say fill down, it is fill it down all this data. Do you see that 902? It is filled only the cell because that was a blank. This 903, it is filled in this blank. Do you remember this 202 was blank in the next to four cells? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is filled all that four places. So this is fine, great. So it is filled down. But one problem here is this horizontal data, this sizes 32B, 32C, all that it is in showing in the horizontal. That is not good way of maintaining. For seeing it looks good, but while you're maintaining for the software purpose, it should be in the vertical tabular format, we call it. If you want to change this horizontal to vertical, I was showing that manual method, which will take 2 days to do on this data. No, I don't have that much time. I want real quick. Then use this Power Query. You see this? I selected the 32C column, and if I move scroll right side, you have many columns. All these are the different sizes, small, XL, and so on. So up to here, right? So I hold the shift button and I select this XL. So nothing but from 32C something to till XL it is selected, because by holding the shift I selected this last column. All of them got selected. All of them means from here to from 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 this 32C columns to till end. These columns are not selected. Oh, sorry, it's my bad. I forget to select the 32B. I select the 32B to by holding the shift button. I select the Excel. All the sizes columns only has be selected. That's okay. You do one small thing. Just right click, and there is option called unpivot the columns. Actually, the way we are looking as pivoted columns. That you change it to unpivot columns. It will shows now. You see this attribute, it is saying that header name called attribute and value. You can change that names. I'll change this names as a size, enter, and here I'll call it as a quantity, enter. You see now this black lava, earlier it was showing that only one record, now it is showing that 20 records, because there are 20 sizes, 32B, 32C, and so on. After that there was a Goa blue, right? So now it is showing the Goa blue from 21 record onwards, and so on. So if you go down, it will show all that 18,000 change records. So this is what the transformation one. So once you're done with this transformation, just simply click on the close and load. Close and load means what? Power Query Editor, which is a part of Excel itself. That window you want to close it and load the data into Excel. That's what it means. Close and load means close the Power Query and load that to Excel. Once I click on this close and load, it is showing this data in the table 1. All this data, if I show you this data, it is showing the same 18,241. It is removed that total also, right? That's the reason 20 records gone. Yeah. So you see this exactly, it is giving the answer. And good part is, if next day if it's downloaded the new data, he will be copy pasting that. He will replace all the data with a new one. So he need not to do all the steps which we done. Just he need to come here and refresh. Otherwise, like right click on this table and refresh, so that it will do all the transformation and give the final output. Nothing but this is a source data and this is the final data. No coding required. The 2 hours, 2 days job become 2 minutes, right? So this is the power of the Power Query. Only one small example I given. After showing this to that owner, the CEO of the company, he was wondering like, oh, we were taking so much time, we are not aware about this. Yes, because people are not aware about many new features in Excel, they spend a lot of time. You can do amazing things, awesome things by using the advanced features in Excel. I hope like you learned a couple of new things in this training. Please, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be sharing one URL where you can give your feedback, whatever you felt about this training. Your feedback matters a lot. Just take 2 minutes of time and give the review. I'm giving this in the chat box. Oh, where I can give. Oh, chat is disabled. Okay, fine. Let me share my screen and I'll show you. You just type data skills reviews, enter data skills reviews. I own this business, so your business owner something it's saying. You go down here and you type that whatever you felt. So here you can give it. Yeah. Here you see that write review. Please take your 2 minutes of time and write your review here. So please go ahead. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.
Participants, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand.
Yeah. This 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or any time, like I can take your questions. If you people require this template which I use, this Excel file, you can type it. You can email just info@dataskills.in, so that I'll share you this file with you. Some other material, some shortcut keys, and also just type the subject as like required Excel file, July 2nd, 2021. I'll understand that today's one. This file, I'll share it. And you can also connect with me in LinkedIn. Like I'm in LinkedIn. Yeah, this is my LinkedIn account, linkedin.com/n Karthik Dale. There is no dots, / Karthik Dale. That's it. Format I want to give it here. Yes, I can give it here. Yeah. Any questions, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. And if anyone interested to go for these Excel certification, also we do provide. Our institute is authorized test center to conduct that MOS exam. How the certificate look like, I'll quickly show you. The certificate look like this. This is from the Microsoft. This certificate you'll get it only when you write the exam. We'll conduct the exam. Our institute is authorized test center, and you'll get it. This is a globally valid. Whether you are a what do you call that, employee or lecturer, like it is a globally valid. And good part is it is a lifetime validity. Some discount is going on this month. Like if anyone interested, you can connect with us. That's it. So admin team, could you please check it? Is anyone raise a hand? I try to answer that.
So no, sir.
Okay, no, great.
No one have any doubt, it seems. So
Okay.
shall we wind up, sir? We'll
Yeah,
go for the next set.
yes.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. It was nice to train you all people.
Yes, sir. So the value of achievement lies in the achieving. It's my privilege to invite a respected Dr. Saravana Kumar, sir, Head, Department of Commerce, to present the summary report of the 5 days national level virtual faculty development program.
Thank you, ma'am. Now audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So good afternoon to all. Now I am going to deliver the summarized report for this national level virtual faculty development program organized by Faculty Development Cell and Department of Commerce in Ratnam College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. The 5 days national level virtual faculty development program was organized by the Department of Commerce and Faculty Development Cell on the new paradigm necessities and opportunities from June 28th to July 2nd, 2021. The faculty development program aims to provide opportunities to faculty members, research scholars, and postgraduate students and undergraduate students to enrich their teaching skill and research in the field of social science. We are proud to announce that the faculty development program experienced an overwhelming response from the faculty and aspiring researchers across several institutions and universities. A total of 183 participants registered from the event from various states. Also, the queries of the participants were well addressed by the speakers. Day 1 handled by Dr. L.S. Sridhar, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph College of Commerce, Bangalore, Karnataka. He has delivered an interactive lecture on data analysis tools for research. In this session, participants were learned how to frame the research questions and also how to generate effective data analyzing techniques in the field of social science. Day 2 handled by CA Arpit N. Ketan, partner SSLA Chartered Accountant, Pune, Maharashtra. He has delivered informative lecture on goods and service tax and its implementation on business exchange. In this session, participants learned how to apply the GST registration and filing procedures in India in the aspect of national business dealing and international business dealing. And day 3 handled by Mr. K. Annamalai sir, Managing Director, Annamalai Capitals Service Private Limited, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He has delivered keynote address on legal issues in cryptocurrency. In this session, sorry for network connection interrupted. So now I continue the summarized report. So now audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Audible,
sir.
audible, sir.
Yeah. Day 4 handled by Dr. V. Ramanujam sir, Associate Professor of Management, Bharatiya School of Management and Entrepreneurial Development, Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He has delivered an informative lecture on the perfective research paper, the way of writing. In this session, participants were gained with the research knowledge, how to prepare and publish the research articles in national level and international level journals in the aspect of social science. And finally, day 5 handled by Mr. Karthik Dale sir, the founder, corporate trainer, data skills, Hyderabad, Telangana. He has delivered an informative and interactive lecture on Excel skills for business. In this session, participants were learned and gained knowledge, step-by-step procedure and different techniques regarding data skills using MS Excel. During this 5 days program, there were 5 sessions followed by the participants feedback and quiz. The participation feedbacks claims that participation found this faculty development program quite beneficial. Many participants also requested to arrange similar faculty development programs in the future. An e-certificate was also issued to the participant who successfully completed the program. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Now, I welcome Ms. Mary Diana Ma'am, Assistant Professor in Department of Commerce, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Induja ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone present here in this program. It's my pleasure to be a part of this program. It's an honor and a privilege to thank everyone present here. And I would like to thank our chairman, Mr. Dr. M. Sendil, Madan Sendil sir, and our COE, Manikam sir, Principal Murali sir, and our Dean, Dr. Hamlada ma'am, and our department HODs, Dr. Dhanraj sir, Dr. Harigaran sir, Dr. Saravanakumar sir, and all our department staffs and students. Particularly, I would like to thank all our chief guests who presented, who shared their knowledge to our participants and our students. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants for this occasion to make this program a successful one. I pray God to bless all of us with all His goodness and make ourselves healthy and wealthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Participants, the feedback and quiz link will be sent to you through WhatsApp group. You can fill it there. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.